What's going on, everyone? It's Thursday afternoon. It's pillar to pillar time. It's a little bit weird today.
Good evening, peasant. Like... Why is my camera? Why is my?
Oh, it's me.
That is not the right side. Wait.
Don't worry, I can cut you in. It's okay. We're good.
Evening, peasants.
How are we all going? We're here, joined today with the boys from Demonz Spedqb. How's your day going, guys? Apart from all the technical difficulties we just had.
Not bad. Not bad. Good to be here.
Yeah.
Fucking Pikachu's like vanishing. It's yellow. It's yellow.
It is vanishing. I did not have enough time to put on everything.
It's too hot for this.
Yeah, you can fucking.
Yeah.
I'm staying like this. Peasant.
It does feel like my head's being squished between two boards with this thing on.
Just to join the snare. Join snare.
Join snare. Alright, so we haven't had that big of a week on the Speedball side this week.
It's been pretty quiet apart from Hardcore, you know?
Apart from Hardcore. And Real Strike running their CQB games. I've seen a few videos of that. Looked a bit wild. But yeah, we'll kick off with our usual... Dodo, how was the tomb raid? Yeah. Alright, it's gonna be one of those weird ones. So let's get into it. We'll start off with Hardcore, our beautiful Hardcore games. So last night we had Hell's Gels, Laylax, and Suplads playing. I was really expecting Suplads to pull something out. They didn't quite make it though. Unfortunately.
Who are Suplads?
So it's Cam from Headhunters. It's the second team that he put together.
Yeah.
Right.
Cool.
Okay.
So yeah, it was something I was expecting with Cam sort of being in charge of another team that it was going to go really well, but they just couldn't get traction last night. They were playing good games. They got a couple of rounds in. Yeah, Chris. They did well. Unfortunately, you guys did better. Hells and Laylax just sent it last night. Yeah, there's not much
to say about it, really.
Hell's Gels played the way they always play and just dominated, and Laylax went a lot more aggressive last night, I felt, compared to usual. So
probably they didn't have Kim.
Kim wasn't playing. But they had a couple of younger players, I believe.
Yes, they did. Or I want to. My highlight was the very odd situation that unfolded between, I think it was Suplads and one of the kids from Laylax, where it looked like he may have scored the flag, but at point blank, like he's also being shot at the same time. I thought that was a very interesting little highlight.
Yeah.
Dude, literally just firing at this kid, and he's like, yeah, you couldn't really tell if he's getting hit or not, but like, it was like one of those interesting situations.
Was it from distance, like one end to the other?
No. Like, from, say, breakout wall to the pillar.
Oh, right. So close.
Yeah.
Close. Very close.
Because that could come down to dry fire, misfeeds, anything as well.
Yeah.
Can we just clarify? They were both dry firing from like 7 meters away.
So, and that happened a few times last night. I'm pretty sure it was Jacob screaming at someone at one stage. Some player must have been sort of calling out, "I'm hitting him," and all you heard was one of the refs like, "You're not firing, bro." Like,
yeah.
So,
got him.
Oh, your green screen is annoying me, Dodo.
You got to go with pink screen.
Pink screen.
Wait, why is it moving?
You're obviously.
It's not your pole.
Is touching it?
I must be touching it.
Yeah, you're always touching it.
Yeah, like I'm touching this pole right now.
Yeah.
Anyway,
so it was a good night. I really was expecting like a really tight sort of competition night last night. I didn't know who was going to come away with it. Unfortunately, Sup lads played well, but just not quite getting over that line. So Hells, Gels, Hells Speedsoft, Hells
Crochet,
Hells Crochet,
Baguette,
Hells
Hell's
Paintball, Hells, I don't know, whatever they want to call themselves
Oh,
now.
Victoria's Secret models.
Victoria. Oh, I would pay to see Larky in a G-banger with some big wings on, walking down to Victoria's Secret.
With I love M16 drop stocks tattooed across his chest.
Yes.
We need to get a couple of players from each team for this calendar.
We need to do it. Raise
Well,
some
we've
money.
got January in the
Raise
background
some
there.
money. Raise
What?
money to get Mark a new car, because that Ute, like, he's not going to make it to Speedqb one day. Like, I swear to God, that thing is bad.
Mate, have you seen my van?
Yeah, Dan's van doesn't make it.
Yeah, but your van's just creepy, so...
Yeah.
Right.
You can sleep in your van.
I mean, he can sleep in the back of his ute as well.
True, but
Yeah,
I'm surprised you haven't put a free candy sticker on the side of it.
Oh, I don't want to
We
make it too
we could
conspicuous.
sort that.
That's so
I could paint it on.
No,
Oh, that's so bad.
no, you're not.
No, you're not. You're not doing that.
It already looks like fucking the world's
Yeah.
biggest police trap anyway. It doesn't need to. Doesn't need any more signalling on it.
I'm sure we could put a couple stickers on there. They'll change their tone.
Nice glittery one, like something that'll really bring the kids in with like a cartoon picture.
Ice cream.
Just a big noun cat.
Yeah, man.
We are going
And
back
in the rainbow, just like
Yeah.
free candy,
Free candy.
or if you want to get away from the younger kids, like go for the essays, you could just put like free vape. Or-
Yeah. That you just have Davey running after the van.
Free durries.
free bumpers. Sorry, free dumpers. Sorry,
Oh
free
god.
dumpers.
they'll make them all run.
They hit up.
Oh, I mean,
hardcore for the
They're
dumpers.
always free. They're dumpers.
Then you
Yeah,
have
but if you can collect them up and make them a bit more clean for them.
Disinfect them, you spray them down with eucalyptus oil.
free HPA fills. Oh my god.
Get all the speedy boys just rock it up. But yeah, so we had anyway.
We got
Had
derailed there.
Hells and Laylax going through, both of them 3 points each, 3 games each. So they'll be going through. I'm not sure. I know it goes alphabetically, but I can't work it out right now. But
You're right, mate.
yeah.
No, you're not.
Hells will go into round 5 and Laylax will go into round 6.
He got there.
I got there. I know my alphabet. But next week we've got round 4 on Wednesday night. We've got Damage Cartel, our boys. Maybe one here. Maybe he's playing.
No comment.
No comment. And Insidious and Wreck-It Crew Omega.
Who were the winners last season?
Yeah, I do believe they are.
Yeah.
So that's gonna be interesting.
all 3 teams playing like super hard at the moment, so it's going to be a good one to watch. Can't
Mate,
wait
you-
to throw a
you-
card
you-
at Dodo.
You throw a card at me and you're getting mag dumped. That's all I'm saying. If I'm playing, if of course, if it's an if.
Neither confirm nor deny.
I cannot
Just-
confirm or deny these accusations.
Just remember, Insidious and Wreck-It, that there's $5 going for if Dodo gets
Oh, that's
smacked
right.
off the break,
If I'm playing.
if he's playing, which he is. Man,
I'll come down and shoot him off break.
I was
$5
talking about
$5.
playing. I was talking about playing just so I could shoot him off the break and get the $5.
I wouldn't even be playing. I'd just run onto the field as a spectator.
Yeah, no, we'll just hide them in a dead box. Just like
Yeah.
poke over the top as the boat goes.
Oh wow! Keep the hand off the.
Oi, Lark, like, you've got a pistol, just slip one in your pocket and shoot him. Like, be up that end and just shoot him off the break.
Mate, I'm
Yeah.
gonna know it was him. I'm gonna know.
You could
Nah.
know.
No, you're not.
You won't.
The 250 split, I'll card him for no hit called on break. What? Wow!
Oi, Jesse,
Hey,
send me a private
Kathy,
message. We'll,
Hey, Kathy, get new refs. These ones are all being bribed. Get new refs. That's all I'm saying. We can't have this level of unprofessionalism in this sport.
Yeah, we can.
Shut
Yeah.
up.
What are you talking
Yeah,
about?
we can.
We're full professionals.
We are professional.
We say as you wearing a lovely pink hat and I'm wearing a cape and a boonie.
Yeah, Kathy,
I cannot
Dodo's
confirm
back.
or deny. I cannot confirm
Dodo's
or deny
back.
this.
I'm going to confirm it right now. Dodo's back.
I'm not back. No, you have
Dodo
to
is
wait
back.
and see. No, it's not happening. No. I'm not. Just wait
But
till
yeah,
next
so
week.
it'll be an interesting week next week. I'm hoping that it's just Dodo that shows up from Damage Cartel, just so we can see him get peppered all night from everyone else, just off the
That's
break.
just rude. That's just rude.
Refs included.
If that's happening, I want $20 from every player.
Nah.
I will fund that. I will pay every fucking ref and player to see that.
$20 from every single one of them.
And everyone gets to turn their blaster, like their HBA up, and just
No.
Nail him.
No. That's not part of the deal here.
nail him.
I mean, we did that for Jacob from Kabuki, his birthday, and then they did their birthday runs at GSA at training. I felt for him, mate, because one of the guys in our team turned his HPA up and just
Also, that's why
yeah,
he came out like
Lockie turned his Euro up.
He bumped up the RBS.
That's an F.
when
Yeah.
he came out. It literally looked like he'd just faced a paintball gun
Yeah,
from like close range.
We did that. We were at GSA and we'd just taken on
That's Slayer.
Reese or Slayer from Damage. It was playing with Damage 2 for last year and a bit of this year. We'd never done any like introductory, welcome to the team, now you got to run the gauntlet thing. But Steve's sort of like, new team member, you're running the gauntlet? Like, yeah, of course we are. And he's run it and he's like beforehand, like, so you guys have all done this too? Like, yeah, man, it's just like initiation. Like this is what you've got to do. And he's run the field and got absolutely destroyed. Jacob was running something that was shooting like 420 FPS, just nailed him the whole way. It was hard to tell him later on while we were sitting out having Maccas. None of us have done that, man. So
the fun fact about that night was the very first night that I ever played Gelsoft. Yeah, because I remember walking in and you guys had just gotten all your new jerseys.
Yeah,
and I was like, shit. I had a stock HLF that wasn't feeding orange gels because I didn't know any better. So that wasn't working. So I resorted to the stock Wells plastic nylon thing, and that shot okay. Well, I thought it shot okay at the time.
I mean, at the time, you know.
At the time, yeah, like I can remember getting my first blaster and just going, "This thing's awesome," and then it shut itself because it was a HE, but ACR. Like those things are trash. Yeah, those things are trash. And like I'm like, this is so cool. I'm out at Donnybrook having fun and stuff, and then I upgraded to a Gen 9. I'm like, oh, this is even better. And then I upgraded the Gen 9. I'm like, now it's even better again. And now I just look at what I've got and go, man, those things
It's all trash.
It's all trash.
Yeah.
I had an electric pistol, and I'm trying to like get it to feed. I think I sold it to you, Eggs. The first one I ever painted, the red slide.
No. You tried to.
I tried to.
Yeah, I didn't want it.
You shoot it, and it just does.
Yeah.
Does. Does. It's
I-
crap.
In like 140 FPS.
So I had the electric Glock, and I also had the original nylon Desert Eagle, which doesn't feed unless you point it upside down and pull the trigger.
Yeah.
Fucking Lukey's Beretta literally hasn't been charged since he's got it, and it's been in my garage, and he got it over before we were even in the team, probably like, a year ago now, and
It still
Yeah,
works.
nice.
Oh my god!
like, it's just sitting.
You can't argue results.
Still fucking going.
Man,
The
man.
nuts
Not bad.
Grandpa
The
runs the Berettas, the electric Berettas, and he just
Did he?
like goes up. Yeah, he had. I'm sure he had the Berettas at one stage, and he used to
Zeke
just
had-
run
Zeke had
around
one.
like dual like wielding them, and he just like shoot people in the back. Like, Grandpa, how did you even get here, bro? Like,
Yeah.
My first was one of those M24 snipers, thinking I'm some hotshot, and
Yeah, my first 2 blasters were 2 snipers.
and look, I went to Donnybrook one like the first time, and I'm like, "Fuck, I'm not hitting nothing." And then one faithful shot got carried by wind and hit some guy in the head. He came up to me later, and goes, "Bro, you headshot me from like 20, 30 meters away," and I'm like, "What?" I hit
Dodo.
something.
Dodo instantly like, I'm not rich now.
I'm the no rich now. And proceeded to think I was hot shit for the rest of the day.
Oh man.
On autographs and shit.
Yes, I am Australian Novrich. Bow down to me.
I'm burning up with this thing, eh?
You're all
It's
take it
hot,
off.
man.
You're
It's
all
muggy as shit here because we just had a storm roll through. So.
You're all
Yeah.
weak.
It's currently raining here.
Yeah,
I woke up to hail this morning.
Jesus.
Shit.
I woke up to heat, but you know. And here I am wearing this fucking thing.
My lord.
Like he asked for it, so.
He did, and I delivered. So is this good enough for you? Because next time I am not. Or I was contemplating putting 15 kilos of armor on, then I said fuck that, because it'll take me
Yeah,
half
that's
an hour.
it's a bit much.
It'll take me half an hour. So no. Just saying, flat no.
Not an on the fly thing.
Not an on the fly thing.
Not an on the fly thing.
I really need someone to help me into the thing.
I'd be keen to see it SSA in that.
I mean, I've worn it to hardcore. If anyone was at like the Halloween event 2 years ago, I was.
Yeah. We both
Oh,
hit up.
No, it was last year.
Last year.
Last year, sorry.
Last year.
Last year, we both rocked up in our old like lab gear, and yeah, it's interesting hearing me run around 15 kilos. I was going chink 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 clank 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 clank.
I was wearing full plate armor as well. And you'd expect that you'd hear the hits more.
You don't.
You don't.
You don't.
Like, it's hitting metal and it's just like, oh, did I?
Oh.
that was
Wait, I got hit. Oh, okay, my bad.
You won't be able to sneak around at all. You just make so much noise.
Yeah, you'd be
Yeah.
clanking around the entire time.
Oh look, my back was hurting because the plate makes you sit like stand up straight,
Yeah,
and I'm like trying to like run around like this, and I'm like I can't do this.
we can't get low. Just walk up to a wall and just like whole body just. It was good
Stupid
fun.
enough. Yes.
Speaking of which, the Halloween Hardcore's doing Halloween again this year.
I might
And I'm making something special for it. I'm making
I might be there.
some special masks.
I gotta work that weekend, but I might be there.
Hmm.
I'll try.
We got the Fright Night at GSA next Friday, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
29th.
Yeah.
My birthday.
GSA's got the Fright Night on the Friday. Hardcore's
Yeah,
got the Hardcore on the Saturday, and then Gel City is doing a Halloween thing on the Sunday. So it's like if I didn't have to work or do other things, that whole weekend I would have just been hitting up Gelball fields, just Halloween shit, like just the whole weekend.
Yeah, that would have been sick.
Dougie loves his Halloween.
I love my Halloween. That's why I'm not playing anywhere on Sunday, because Halloween for me is like Christmas. Like this is my
All right.
jam.
Before
Like,
having,
scare
a
kids.
little one, I couldn't stand Halloween, eh?
Yeah.
And then
Really?
little one. It's kind of reinvigorated all the holidays, Christmas and everything.
Oh, look, this guy is the reason why I do Halloween stuff. I come to his place and I just help out.
Yeah.
It's
Or
great.
you sit inside playing board games with other people while Maria and I are handing out lollies.
Yeah, look, that's also fun. That was fun too. You can't deny that. Shut up.
Yeah.
Uh,
Let's get into some like Gelball related
we are
questions.
so far off topic today. It's
It
not
doesn't
even.
matter. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. We've talked about hardcore, which was the only thing this week.
Oh,
I know we
the
do have
Junior League.
Junior League
Juniors.
this weekend.
And then pre-season on Sunday.
Yeah.
Oh, Sunday.
Yeah.
And then next week we have the Gel City finals, don't we?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it
We
next
do.
week? Yeah.
It is next week.
Yeah.
Because Leo has just asked, how are the Demons feeling coming up to the finals Australia Speedball League?
Yeah, really good. I don't have a blaster.
Ooh.
You probably shouldn't have mentioned that. Now everyone knows. That is rough, though. That's very rough.
I've got it. It's at my shop. I'm painting it.
Okay. Oh,
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
He's gonna play with the
Be
Beretta.
rocking the Beretta.
okay. Look, you had me for a moment. I'm not gonna lie. You definitely
Dale
had
said
me.
you don't need one.
It's alright.
Don't need
I
a blaster.
played pretty much the entirety of the first half of SSA without a working blaster as well.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yep.
I
Change
didn't have a
receivers and
blaster for the
everything.
first half of my first Speedqb. I
Man,
was linking.
Last SSA, I was blaming so much stuff on, like, because at the start of the day, my blaster was feeding perfect. And then, like, three or four games in, it started double feeding. And I was ready to put it down. And Chris ended up coming over. He's like, "Oi, bro, can I have that?" I'm like, "Yeah, it's double feeding, man. Like, it's trash. Like, I need to put it down." He's like, "Fired it." He's like, "Yeah, you can't use that." I'm like, "Okay, I think this is, like," throughout the day, we're like, "Oh, maybe it's the gels. Maybe they're, like, with the heat, they're drying up and going a bit smaller and stuff." Well, I ended up taking it down to Shaka because I just couldn't seem to get it to single feed. I'm like, something's not right here. I need to have a look at it. Popped the front off, and yeah, the nozzle had broken on my Apache.
Oh.
Like the rubber nozzle. And
Yeah.
that's why it was double feeding. I spent so much time during one of the breaks trying to adjust my T-piece, thinking, oh, maybe it's sort of moved out a little bit, and I'm doing all this other stuff, didn't even look at that nozzle. Just wasting time. I don't have a nozzle to replace this.
This
But
guy.
She's all fixed now, and she's shooting a dream.
Look, I'm just ready to one-ball Braden again.
He's still raving about that.
Is he really?
He's so happy that you both one-balled each other. He was like, that was so cool.
I just wish I had it on camera.
I think he might. I'm not sure.
If he does, I want to see footage of it. I really do, because that was just an interesting moment that we both shot each other, hit each other at the same time, and we're just both running off. And I'm like, I hit him? I hit him!
Yeah. It was almost like you both had the same instinct of, oh, I'm going to double peek him, and you just went, does, and then just, oh, shit, and went out.
I would love to see, even sideline. If anyone had sideline footage of that, that would be perfect to see. Just the most perfect trade of all time. Oh my lord! Shame he's not here today. That would be awesome to talk about too. And how he hasn't 360'd me yet.
You've been playing Backpillar.
We had a plan that I was just going to run up that sideline and not even shoot at you, and he was going to run on the inside, and you were going to trade with me. I was going to let you take me out, and he'd 360 you. But it just never came to fruition.
But I didn't play the pillar either then, so...
No, he keeps reckons you're playing too far back on purpose, because ever since, you're not going up far enough. Ever since you made the challenge, you're not coming up far. He's scared. He's scared.
I was up from when we versed.
Yeah, but you one-balled each other, so you couldn't play 60 if you both out.
He can't complain about it. That's on him. I'm not gonna let him. Full stop. I'll play up the field. I'm not scared. And the day it happens, I'll eat my words. All right. But until then, he is not gonna get me.
He's on a mission, dude. Don't.
Yeah, dude.
I'm like, the day that you go to 360 someone and they hit you first, I said you will never ever they will never let you let that go.
I will never shy away from a challenge, Lark, and you know that. I will never shy away from a challenge.
How
Are
many
you going to the next 1v1s, Dodo?
If I can make the next ones, I'll make it. If I can't, unfortunate.
I bet you he can't.
Wait, when's the next one, actually?
I've got it in my calendar here. I can't make it because I got bloody family stuff on. But
One of the guys in our team's interested in playing it. Adam's interested in playing it.
Luke
He
is
asked
already
me if
fun.
he's okay.
It is a lot of fun.
and I was
the 6th of November.
I'm working.
Yeah, see, I fucking told you.
Look, because of where SSA and the finals fall, I am going to be working 2 weekends and then having that then playing. So it's like unfortunate for me.
But legit,
I-
get into the 1v1s if you can make it. They are a lot of fun.
I watched one of the videos and I was like, holy shit, yeah.
I do want to make one. I just need one when I'm not working.
Yeah.
So make it happen when I'm not working.
I think Mark's planning on doing it every couple of months next year. Like, it'll just keep going until they get a roster together, enough people have won, that sort of thing, so then they can do the King of the Ring.
Yeah.
1v1s. So
Keen. But hey, one more seeding round for Pro Div, and then we're off to the finals. How
Yeah,
about
shit.
that, lads? How about that? How about that? Like,
Well, I'm pretty proud of how we've done. We sort of came in at round 1 and got slaughtered in pro, being fresh off the block, just from dead last to 5th place by now. We've done damn well.
you guys have played hard. I like you guys and Kabuki have been the ones that I've like. You've got your teams like Aussie Elite and Midnight Kendo and stuff that just always sort of have at that level, and you guys throughout the year have just kept getting better and better and better. Like,
We've had so many
I just-
roster changes and
yeah,
fucking everything.
Yeah.
We're finally starting to get glued.
yeah.
Most of the year we've played with only 5 with no subs, so we've been exhausted by the end of the day.
Oh,
Having some of our hardest games at the end of the day is tough when you've already expended everything.
Yeah. See, we have that with damage too as well. It's just the 5 of us. We almost had a sub at one stage, and then it didn't happen. So we had
And
someone
then-
leave.
Yeah, it happened.
We got fucking 2 of us in our 30s in the QB team.
Yeah.
I'm still a young
Age doesn't
gun.
mean anything. We got like Heath
Yeah, I gotta-
watches the channel every week. He's like 50-year-old and he goes hard, man. Like,
Bone to pick with Dodo the other week. Once you're 30, you're done.
yeah, he says
I
that.
didn't
I'm
say
like
that.
on his team. I'm 34. Like,
I'm 32, need a full hip replacement. Lukey's 32 in next week, and he's got a dodgy knee. Like, fuck. If the heart
And he doesn't want to do the gauntlet run. He wants to do what we call the wall, which is you just stand there and cop it for as long as you can.
Yeah, it's pretty much a
And-
fucking firing line.
Yeah, the first time he did it, he only lasted 5 seconds, and they were with like stock Gen 8s and shit.
Lukey lasted 14 seconds.
No,
Yeah, no,
from,
it
from
was
started
peak.
shooting to end of shooting, it was 5 seconds.
Oh, really?
5 seconds.
And
Given
I wanna
we
get
were,
on one of
we
these,
were less
okay,
than
okay.
5 meters away.
Less than 5 meters.
We were pretty damn close.
Yeah.
I kind of want to give it a go.
It was like 10 or 15 blasters. A couple of us were dual wielding, and it was just all over. Steve was shooting the back of his kneecaps and everything. It was
Oh,
bad.
It was brutal.
No, but to this day, no one's topped it.
I think the worst that I copped was at a training session. I just had 6 people, all like I'm sitting in the ref box, and I had 6 people literally turn on me off break and just start shooting at me, and Larky as well. But Larky ducked like a little bitch, literally ducked like a bitch, and I'm just there copping all these shots, and I'm like, this is kind of like fucking my hands up.
I really want to try this now. I reckon I could go for longer than 5 seconds. I want to try it.
Come take my
Well,
place
when we
on
first
a
did it, no
GSA.
one had HPA.
Yeah.
So
And
It's
all
gonna
it
hurt
takes
even
you to
more.
get a couple in the back of the leg or the back of the neck, and then
and that was Halloween last year, so that is like, yeah. That was as Davey got added to the team.
you messaged me that night.
Yeah.
I think it was, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was an interesting night.
You still feel keen about it, Zuggy?
I'm
You still keen? Well, there we go.
I'll give it a go. I don't know if I did get the 5 seconds, but I'll give it a go. Screw it, I'll double it. I'll push for 10.
Ooh, those are big claims.
Big claims. I'll push for it.
I think Luke's trying to beat his record.
I don't think he's gonna. It's only gonna get slower.
I really don't either. I would love him to, but I really don't think he will.
He would have been just peppered. Oh god, like from 5 meters away. Yeah.
Like I found the original photo and stuff that we took back then, and it doesn't look bad compared to what we've got now. But
Yeah.
for then, it was like, holy shit! Like he's in pain. Backs of his legs, all up his kneecaps, back of the neck,
Full body.
He had his hands up too, so it was just all up the side.
okay.
Side.
Yeah, he was.
That's where
he
I
was
call it.
having
Nah,
a-
I wouldn't be able to go more than 5.
Yeah, he had his
No.
hands up above his head, face to the wall, and just copped it.
It was ridiculous.
Yeah, you could, like arms down. I reckon you could last longer, but yeah, under here, man.
Yeah, nah.
Back of the knee hurts, back of the neck hurts, but under the arms here, like it's real fleshy, and it just. Rah.
It's not a bug.
Which is probably the exact reason why his tattoo isn't finished under there.
Yeah, more than likely.
It's outlined, and that's it.
I know a few people who have got outlines there, but haven't got it finished.
I'll never forget, dude, when I was getting tattooed in Burley, a guy was sitting there getting his ribs tattooed and went through a full box of Nurofen and vomited and had to call it quits. He came in so drunk, and I was like, "Oh, this isn't going to end well, dude." And he was just bleeding.
Jesus, man, Jesus. Put it down. It's hanging on to wear now.
Oh,
We're back in a sec. I was got the little one knocking at the door.
Yeah, you're right. So how
like he's never
how
left.
did Demonz actually come to be? Like, did you guys start just straight into CQB, Speedqb, or did you guys? Because I know you played out at Mount Tambourine and stuff a lot.
Well, originally it was me, Eggs, and the other Demonz founder, Dan Sharp, and we were just playing at GSA, just casually. And I've known Eggs since we were 12, 13.
Yeah, around then.
So we just played casually between mates, and that was it.
Yeah.
And then we sort of made it a group, and we named the group, and then the group became Demonz Gelsoft, and then went from that to Speedsoft when we started getting faster and adding MOSFETs to things, and I started painting shit, and it just spiraled out of control. Went to Hardcore, made it to semi-finals in our first comp ever. And that was it.
Was it
Kept going from there.
up and up? On the up and up.
Yep.
On the up.
Met Kabuki doing a training session at Hardcore for their first round, and that's where that whole Demonz Kabuki relationship started, and it just never stopped either. So
Yeah, you guys have got a really good relationship with each other, and
Yeah.
much the same. Like a lot of teams do have that type of close knit relationship. Like us with Kendo for the most part, and I'm pretty sure DSG and they are close to a team. I can't remember which one now. There's always been like
Yeah.
a lot of teams with a lot of you know, they get along really well with each other.
Yeah.
That they're like this.
yeah. Well, that was the whole Oni thing. Was a couple of us wanted to play, a couple of them wanted to play, and that's what started that. And then when the junior league came out, we grabbed a couple of their juniors, a couple of our juniors, and chucked it in. So the only team that's in juniors is Demonz and Kabuki together. So
Oh, nice.
Oh, sick as. Sick as.
I really want to come down on Saturday for a little bit, but I'm having to work this Saturday now, and yeah, after working Friday night, I'd probably be down there for about an hour, and then I'd be leaving again.
Yeah.
Just yeah.
You going
Because
down
we
on
could-
Saturday night?
Saturday,
Sunday, sorry.
Saturday, yeah,
Yeah.
juniors is Saturday,
And then second div on preseason on Sunday.
preseason Sunday.
Might pop down on pop up on Saturday.
Yeah,
Free. You're good to say. They've got a good chance.
Yeah.
To own you guys.
I want to
fight.
get down there. Like we've been talking about getting the kids more involved for so long, and what's his name? I've forgotten the TTB. Is it TTB?
yeah, TTV.
Yeah. He's been doing the junior thing for a while, and now we've got Mark fully kicking it off in the speedball field. Like, it's good to see. I'm really keen on seeing it. As I said, like if I wasn't working Friday night, I'd be down there. I just don't know. Don't know if I'll make it. Depend how Friday night goes. If I have a small night Friday night and I can get out early enough, like get out that door at 4:00 in the morning, I'll just drive straight down. Just hang around smoking, waiting for all the juniors to show up. Because we've got young Tyler in Damage that's part of it as well.
I know Tyler.
He's nervous.
He's got two mates that are in Demonz now.
Yeah.
Two of his mates are in Demonz, and they're in the junior team playing against him.
Yeah.
So
yeah, he's nervous. He's nervous because he's getting put in with the wildcard team.
Yeah.
So, but
he's gonna have a good time.
He'll have a good time.
Yeah, well, that's what it is. That's what it's about at the end of the day. You know, getting these guys experience before that. You know, they're jumping into the higher ups, the pre-seasons, Div 1s, Div 2s, pros, getting them field time, game time. You know, these guys are going to be dangerous when they're of that age. So, like, we've got young Taylor, the captain of the Oni team. She's kicking ass already. So, you know,
hell yeah.
And see, that's what I like to hear even more. She is kicking ass already. More girls in the sport. More girls in the sport, please.
She is honest to God, one of the loudest people in our entire team.
Yeah, dude, you can hear her halfway down the fucking street.
Yeah, stupid.
After the 3v3, she's like, okay, like
sounded like she'd smoked 10 packs of cigarettes that day.
Yeah.
When she's got some experience, she's going to be dangerous. Even now. Once she's got some...
even still, she holds up her own. Same with Jacob and Lockie as well. Like,
yeah, Jacob, Lockie, Bailey, they're all kicking butt.
Yeah.
Did you just fart on me?
Guess what she said in the car? She said, fuck.
Oh, God.
Oh, that's funny.
You going with Bummy? Love you.
Maybe if anyone's got any questions to ask these lovely people, please shoot them on and through as per usual.
Yeah.
Also, if you guys have questions for us, please go ahead and ask away. Because we're more than happy to answer questions while we just shit talk.
Well, that's it. Majority of these things are just us shit talking and then questions get thrown in.
Legit, that's pretty much the gist of it, eh?
I just realized, like, my chat just refreshed. Hey, Kim, and hey, Ethan, and Dylan. The thing wasn't refreshing. It's weird. My computer's doing weird shit today. I'm done with it.
Mine did not refresh either. Josie said, Davey, put a shirt on.
Yeah.
Who said that?
Josie.
Yeah, Josie.
Disregard.
Leo's asking favorite blaster.
Favorite blaster.
Favorite
Nevesk.
blaster.
Who goes
Gotta
first?
be the Nevesk.
Like, just as a general model,
Or just in general.
What's your favorite blaster? Yeah.
The APS Nevesk, I always loved that receiver. Really did. And it's now my main, so. I mean, it's been gutted and F2'd and all that, but yeah, that's got to be my all-time favorite.
I feel like that happens with the APS. So you get them and you're like, oh, this is decent. And then you realize, like, nah, this needs better.
Rip it all out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Goodbye, Gearbox.
Yeet.
I think that I've done that with every gun that I've owned, so.
Yeah, both my APS.
I get it. Play with it once. I'm like, this one's staying stock. This is purely a backup. Strip, HPA. Sweet. There we go.
And we're done.
Yep. And I'm like, shit. Well, there goes that idea.
Oh, Josie's saying extra laps next training session. Ooh.
sucked in.
No, because she said she was stepping back from coaching, so she can't do shit.
Ooh.
Oh, snap. Well, so we've heard one person's answer. What about the other two?
Yeah.
I can't deny the ARP, man. And shout out to Gelball Mechanics, because I had that thing over a year ago, upgraded. It has been thrown at the ground, smashed in, like, that thing was still going until last week. And it finally carked it. And I was like, nah, that ARP is good luck. So, got to be the
What's the
ARP.
love for the ARPs? I've never, because of how much I spam my trigger and stuff, it's like not viable for me. Like, I'll just stick with my M4 and just. That's another thing. Spamming triggers. The new feathering
No more
laws.
finger banging.
Oh.
Goodbye finger banging.
Yeah.
I don't mind it.
God.
I like it. It's going to make it real exciting.
Now people are gonna struggle, and I'm gonna love it.
Okay, so I was playing around with my blaster this morning after reading all of that stuff during the night at work. I'm like, okay. Keep hand on grip and see how much I can feather. You can still do it. You're just not sitting there doing this.
You can't do this or this. You know, you gotta, actually put some skill in.
You just train your. Just get good fingers. You'll be sweet.
Yeah.
Just get to do
find
little
that
curve,
actual
little curve. Do those finger curls.
Yeah.
I find this finger's faster than this one. Don't know why.
I have that as well. This one,
I'll sit there with the finger up and sit like that rather than,
It really depends on what hand. This side, this one, this side. I'll use my middle finger. Like, it just depends on what side I'm currently holding.
Yeah, I've noticed my dominant is normally my middle, and non-dominant I end up using my index.
Yes, Ethan, it's global. It's under the whole Speedqb brand. Anyone who's affiliated with Speedqb plays in Speedqb tournaments. No feathering.
Yeah. I don't think it's not being implemented just yet for us.
From what Mark said in the chat today, or yesterday, either today or yesterday, I can't remember. He said it's not getting implemented here. We're following EU rule, and that's US. We're just going to continue following Bert. Same with the whole 2 pistol player thing. Yeah. That's just a trial that they're doing to see if that's something that's even viable. But yeah, from what he said, he's just going to follow Bert and go from there.
Keep with that. Yeah.
Thanks, Tisper. Yeah, in Europe, feathering is allowed. So
Yeah.
Just was also asked, like, trick shots during a tournament, yes or no? Yes
Hell
or
yeah.
no?
If you say no, Braden will leave the team. So
Yeah.
look, I'm very much on the fence. I am like, I could see where they're cool, like and whatnot, but I'm very much about just ending the game. Like I want to, like I've seen too many times, like not here, but not even here, like any time realistically, people go to do something tricky or like for a clip, get shot out.
yeah, oh yeah,
Yeah,
Yeah.
but that's
That's the
half the
risk
fun
you
as
take.
well.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
For
That's
me,
what makes
it's
it
not.
special.
It's not
Yeah,
worth the
yeah.
risk in a tournament. In a tournament, I much rather just win.
Yeah, I get that too, but at the same time, winning with style is always nice.
Yeah. Yeah. If
It's
I'm
always
watching,
something to
if I'm watching
have
a
down your
live
shirt.
stream, if you're watching a live stream and you see someone do like a 360 knee spin like Braden did and just pop someone in the back,
And
like,
then
you're gonna
nod.
be sitting there like, "What?" Like you're gonna
Yeah.
scream.
What sold the clip to me was the little nod that he did afterwards. It was just like, ooh.
You can have that one.
I suppose it really depends on the circumstance. Like you take
Yeah.
like the famous demo where they at. They ended
Yeah.
up like
Yeah.
losing that game because
yeah,
he spent that extra few seconds. Like
Yeah.
it's stuff like do you want to win? Like do you want to win it or do you want to like have a clip?
Yeah, but in
Alright.
saying that, you look at how much notoriety that, like, I've done it because I've seen that video. I'm like, I'm going to do that. And I've done it.
Yeah.
And a couple of others have done it. I know young Jacob did it against his dad at Scrims and was just, like, in his own dad's face at that.
I know-
And, like, I find that kind of cool.
I know
Yeah, carried
Lucas did
over.
it. I know Lucas did in his first 3v3. I remember watching that happen live.
Yeah.
yeah,
I was there, like when he did it in the 3v3. That was pretty cool.
Yeah.
I don't know. It really depends. Again, for me, it's very much circumstantial. So
I think that sort of shit's cool. Like, yeah, it can go bad, and if you do it at the wrong time, it just makes you look like an idiot. But
Oh, you don't, yeah,
I mean,
you don't
yeah,
want to be.
it makes it more exciting. Like,
Yeah.
I think, like in terms of trick shot, if you're doing stuff like if you shoot over Dorito and you hit someone, that's fucking cool.
Yeah.
All right, that's awesome. Like stuff like that, and like
Stringer's jump shot.
yeah, straight
Oh,
up.
Perfect example.
We
Like-
we literally last 1v1s had both Dane and Stringer against each other in the 1v1s, and we made a rule that they were only allowed to do jump shots. So they're sitting behind barriers, just like jump, pop, and like trying to get each other. And they eventually ended it. Like it did finish. I can't remember who won, but we're all just standing around watching these two boys just jump, pop, pop. And they're just trying to get the right timing to actually hit each other. It's great. Jump shots are amazing.
Oh yeah.
I suppose that's where it comes down to like what type of trick shot it could come down to. Like 360s is like something that'd be hard to pull off, and jump shots is just as hard, I reckon, too, because you can't
Yeah.
realistically if you can't see where you're shooting, you know, it's already hard enough. And
I've told Brady to do a one-handed cartwheel.
It's still circumstantial.
While shooting, just
yeah, like,
Good.
That's literally Matrix shit.
yeah,
Now that'd be a cool Speedqb photo. Just an upside down Brayton, one hand on the floor, one on the pedestal, just peow.
Yeah. 100%. Do it. Do it.
Who knew this question would have had such a variety of answers?
yeah.
Well, yeah. I mean, again, it comes down to personal preference as well.
Yeah,
you look at
like, I'm not against it. I just think it's very circumstantial.
yeah,
Oh yeah, you don't want to be the guy in the grand final that decides to do a trick shot and loses the final for your team.
Exactly.
yeah. When it's a 1v2 and you trade out, like, but
Yeah.
Least stylish is when people slide to get the last guy behind a cover. I mean,
Ooh.
look, I'm in full agreement of that. I just think it's a bit overkill.
like
It's
if you're
just
in a
as easy to
1v1
run
though,
past.
If you're in a 1v1 though, and you're trying
Oh,
to make
100%. That's like the same category as trick shots. But I mean, if you're 4 up and there's just one dude on pillar, and you've got 2 dudes sliding down the sides, both shooting this guy, it's like, okay, cool.
Yeah, it's a bit much sometimes.
It could be a little bit overkill. I don't know. Again, it's each to their own, like as we got here.
Yeah.
And I'm all for it.
Yeah.
But you could also go for the extra cojones instead of trying to kill the guy.
Yeah, well, that's it. Try and put him in and get that flag up there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That has the same effect, like as a trick shot, good trick shot. You get the same reaction from the crowd.
I think cojones bonus is more interesting to see than a trick shot.
Yeah.
Because it's just that person who's able to score the flag in a tight situation or in a clutch situation, and he scores it. That is awesome. For me, that is awesome.
I think Adam did it at the 3v3. He ran up to the X and then just stayed low and basically crawled himself to home and slapped it and got it.
Jesus.
Really don't know how, but he did it, and he did it well.
Yeah.
It's not so much like that signing a waiver, Rico. It's just it's if you're doing style. I don't know how to explain it. I really
regardless of waiver or not,
it's not about like overshoot or anything. It's just a bit.
It's about the style
overkill.
point.
Like,
I get Jesse's point of the keep the 5 up, but I mean that's not really what we're saying. It's more just that if you're just gonna slide for the sake of sliding, what's the point?
Yeah.
A wise person once said, "If you don't have to slide, don't do it."
Yeah,
it wasn't Dodo that said that.
It wasn't me. I'm pretty sure it was Python actually that said it, or McSwain. Someone said it. I don't remember who.
Opinion on the double knee sliding.
You can't control anything, and I hate it.
Yeah.
I don't like breaking knees.
Yeah. You can lose control really easily. Coming from a baseball background, I've just gotten my brain to slide the way that I do that way because of the way that I can control it. I can pop up, I can do whatever. Double knee slide for me, I just feel like I've got no control over when I stop, when I can go. If I'm trying to shoot at the same time, I'm thinking about one thing, not 6.
Like I'm going to be honest. I used to last year. I did. I had no idea how to slide actually last year at all. Yeah, I used to do it, but it really isn't good for your knees, guys. Please don't do it. Please learn proper form.
This is why, like, before I started like hip sliding and stuff, everyone was like, "Oh, Zoogie, you should slide. You should slide." No, at that stage, it was all like knee slides and shit. Like my knees are destroyed as it is. I don't want to do it even with knee pads on. And the few times I did, man, I was in pain for days after that because I just land wrong and just that kneecap would just drive in. Yeah, not worth it. Just not worth it.
Yeah, like there are heaps of videos out there. Look, like if you're wanting to learn how to slide, look at paintball players.
Paintball dives, paintball slides, even just basic baseball sliding. If you're not confident,
like
it's all out there on YouTube.
Trust me, like take it from professionals, like in that area. Like paintball players literally have to perfect everything, otherwise they risk fucking themselves up. Like they've learned perfect form over like a long ass time. So
I thought you were just gonna be like, "Oh yeah, take it from the professionals." Like,
no.
us.
No. I still have a lot to learn. I have heaps to learn still myself. Like, I've only just learned how to do like dives, so
yeah.
Like, I still got a long way to go, and YouTube is your best friend.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
So that's all, and practice on grass if you can.
Wet grass,
preferably.
Yeah.
Like, don't do it on other things because I learned the hard way by doing it at Real Strike, and it was not fun.
Yeah.
I axed myself one too many times at a scrim session,
So
and I hurt my shoulder.
I've thought about diving before, but I've just got that feeling with my gut and everything that you're just going to see big old Zug just like, I'm going into cover, and just dive, and it'll just be like a belly flop. Just slap. I won't slide anywhere.
One of Eggs' first times at Hardcore, when you dove off break to try and get the pillar, and he just stopped. He just again stopped, and then just crawled.
I'm not skinny, and I can still dive. I don't know.
My gut is a lot bigger.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a bigger
I-
boy as well, and I don't dive that much with my Euro because I'm terrified of blowing up.
I am too. Funny enough, I am
You
too.
might die. HBA takes lives. Didn't you see that post today?
Oh,
What?
that was a post about HPA. Apparently, those who use Euros, especially, there's been casualties of people using them.
Fatalities with
Fatalities. Don't
Sounds
use
like a
it.
problem.
It was one of the places like Tegan from One
I
Shot
saw
shared it, but it was from.
I
one of
want
the
to know
other
the
fields
source.
up there.
I want to know the source. I want to see the source post.
Yeah.
So I can laugh.
Wow.
I mean,
mean-
I've seen tanks take off and stuff, but
I've heard a tank explode during one of the
I've seen
European
the videos of paintball tanks shooting off, knocking people out, breaking people's ankles as they fly around at 4,500 psi.
I mean, last SSA when I was unscrewing my tank.
And it unscrewed from the actual on tank
That's
reg,
fucking
not the
terrifying.
Euro.
Yeah, so I was just unscrewing it, and then all of a sudden started pissing out air, and I'm like, oh, okay, burst discs on. Whatever. And then I fucking look at the reg, and it started unscrewing from the tank, and I just shat myself. Because it still had like 2.5K sitting in it. Yeah.
Lucky the Ninja eggs have that little notch out the side so that once it gets to that point, all the air can escape out the little notches in the thread. But yeah, it was because we were unscrewing it. We're like, oh shit, that's the Ninja egg, not the actual reg, and there was no real way to sort of grab the other one without endangering blowing your hand up. So we just sort of like sat it down and left it air out.
I felt like I was holding a freaking pipe bomb.
Yeah.
You may as well be. Like,
literally.
Fucking, like, an IED.
In that situation, usually you just put it down somewhere and you like get everyone to back
Leg
the
it.
fuck away.
Well, Eggs didn't want to even put it down in case it sort of unscrewed more, so everyone was sort of just backed away from Eggs. And Eggs was standing there letting it air out.
Tispa, we do not have turf at our real strike, but we do play on a roller rink, old roller rink, so it's very slippery.
It's
kind of-
whack.
In terms of harder services, it's probably one of the better ones.
Yeah.
Like,
I'll never
it
forget
feels
the first time we
slippery.
went there. And we're bloody, like, in the lineup trying to, like, we're in, like, the before the brief and stuff, and we're talking angles and that, and we're just doing, like, the couple of slides to the pillar, and that first slide just went fucking bang! Very slippery.
Everyone was hitting everything that day.
My first slide, I smacked straight into the U, and I'm like, oh, that hurt.
We're so used to sliding at other places, like when Gel City didn't have turf and you'd slide there, you'd have to commit at a full speed a couple of meters further back, so you'd hit it and you'd barely make it, so you'd do that at real strike and then you just keep going.
You just keep going.
The amount of times that I've tried to slide into like the U and I've ended up passing the U and going, oh, I'm meant to be back there, shit, and crawl backwards.
So that picture I put up the other day was literally I slid out to go into the U's, and the start of the day, all my slides I was getting in there real well, and then there's just one slide I've like come way out. I just decided, screw it, I'll just lie here and hope that they peek and just hope I get lucky. I sat there waiting for them to peek into that lane. Nothing. So it's like sat there for a good like 20 seconds, like, oh, okay, I'll crawl into the U's now. Got in there, was in there for like maybe 5 seconds and got shot. was out in the open for like 20 seconds. What's this shit?
Hey, I was surprised by you playing last round.
Yeah.
You fucking
I didn't
sent
expect you
it.
there. That scared me.
Look,
Dodo
I told you it'd work.
Yeah.
Dodo was worried at the start of the day with having his Euro build. Like he hadn't practiced sort of holding it properly and that. And first game we just sort of had him on pillar and I was up the back in that sort of back L. And then we had Aussie Elite next. I'm like, we can't afford to have two people sitting up back. Like, we need someone in the U. And Dodo still wasn't ready, so I'm just like, you know what? I'm going over there. So
Send it.
Yeah.
And then we scared people.
yeah. So I think I'm going to end
I'm
up
just
there a bit
impressed.
more.
Yeah, I think you had a better friggin' survival rate than half the actual normal runners there.
Yeah.
Look, yeah, I'll be honest, yeah. Definitely had a better survival rate. By
Start
about
running my pistol.
5-10%.
Hi, Sam.
Hi,
Sammy
Sam.
boy's here. We're going to have to wrap this up, though, guys. We're getting close to 7 o'clock now. If anyone's got any questions that they want to throw out, throw them out. And Dodo, hit them with the question.
Oh boy, you know, Virgil. If everyone's been watching, if you guys have been watching before, it's the question time. The only question, the donated question. What team do you guys hate to / refuse to lose to against?
I thought you were about to say, which team do you hate? I'm like, that's hectic to answer on this.
Yeah.
Well, in that case, which team do you hate?
Yeah, which team do you hate? Be honest.
Damage 2.
To lose to. Well,
Yeah.
fair enough.
You know what? Fucking fair enough.
We're a bunch of
Everyone hates
assholes.
us.
I honestly don't think we have a team that we refuse to lose to. Each game's a new game, new opportunities. Everyone's going to play different.
This is what I call the cop-out
Yeah.
answer.
I'll take that.
Name. I'll need a team name. Come on.
We don't have teams that we hate losing against. We have teams that we love winning against, though.
Yeah.
All right, then we'll
Who
flip
do you
it.
like winning against the most, then?
Defiance.
Defiance.
Really quick. Holy shit.
That was like
I don't mind
answer I've
winning.
ever said.
I don't mind winning against Aussie. We always struggle with
Aussie
Aussie.
and keepers.
We always
Aussie-
struggle. I think, personally, me, it's Kendo or Kabuki. Kabuki just because they're our sister team, and then Kendo just because they're so fucking difficult.
Oh yeah. Nah, Kendo and Aussie, of course, like the most established teams, like you always.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Leo's like, it's only the three of us every time we play.
literally,
We always play them at the end of the day.
Yeah, they've been our last round, the last at least 3 rounds, I'm pretty
Two or
sure.
three, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, there you go.
Oh, we love you too, mate.
We love you, Leo.
I'm pretty proud that we beat Valhalla's at SSA for the first time
Yeah.
last round.
Yeah.
So that was a big one for me. I was pretty proud of that.
Nah, it's good though. Always good to be
Yeah.
proud of those accomplishments. I
The
wouldn't really
team's
say
getting
Slobs are that
better.
established at this point, Sam. Like, they're kind of off in the wind.
Slops
Yeah.
North are very much still going strong, but I haven't seen much for the Slops down here in a while.
I don't
Yeah.
think I really
I
see
know
them
I know
compete.
they're still around, but I think there's been a lot of team change and stuff.
I haven't really seen them compete since like the full auto comp. That's it for me, really. Don't really see the Slobs play. So
Next year's going to be intense. Like every team is just getting better and better and better and stepping it up.
Yeah.
So it's like next year, it's going to get to the point where you can't even tell like who's going to take shit out and that.
Yeah.
Everyone's just closing the gap.
Yeah.
yeah,
It's
definitely.
good though because it's creating that. It's giving pro that level of pro.
Yeah.
Like that is a hard bracket to play in, and from all accounts, like pro and then Div 1 is 2 completely different things.
Yeah.
from everyone that I've spoken to so far, you go to Div 1 and it's one style of play, but then you go to Pro and it's flipped. You can't do half the things that you would do if you were in Div 1.
Yeah. I'm interested to see what'll happen with the teams, whether teams get fucking relegated. That's the word I'm looking for. Yeah, there we go. And see if any of the teams that move up from Div 1, what they'll be like as well.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Oh, only
Because
time.
I have noticed, like, Gravediggers, for example, there's a lot of photos of them dropping to a knee and shooting off break, and that's something that in Pro, if we did, we'd be beamed
Nailed.
straight up, and it's not something that we can do. I struggle getting from wall to pillar, let alone just dropping a knee in one spot and sitting there for a second, you know? So it's those adjustments that you're going to have to make.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we got a pretty rude awakening in the first round that we played.
Oh, yeah, big time.
We got
After the
fucking
seeding, we
slapped.
like killed it. Like the first, and then that first round, yeah.
Yeah, that was brutal. That was...
I don't think we won a game. Oh, we maybe a couple of
I think
rounds,
we
but we didn't.
probably
win a
I
game.
think we won a couple of rounds, but no games.
Yeah.
We finished the day on
700 points or something.
yeah,
Like that.
it's around that.
I
Something like
remember because you took one round off us near the end of the day. And
Yeah.
you got really stoked about it. Then we just kind of ran you through, and you're like, "Oh,
yeah.
Yeah. Well, that in fairness, that was our first ever SSA. We were just stoked to be there, to be honest.
Yeah.
But
you made it. You made it to pro, and you kind of proved that new teams still did have what it took. And look
Yeah.
at where we are now, and
Yeah.
compared to where we are,
You
that's
guys
that's
have
an accomplishment.
definitely smashed it this year, and you've definitely learnt and grown very well. And you 100% deserve to be in pro. You play like pros, and that's all that counts. And yeah, but we are gonna have to call it here, guys. I'm gonna have to head to work. So
Unfortunately,
Oh, sad.
yeah, I would love to keep talking because we're really starting to get a flow going here, but I've got to call it. Thanks again for jumping on, guys.
That's alright.
No
Thanks for having
worries.
us, boys.
don't forget to check their socials on
Yeah.
Instagram,
Pad.
Demonz Spedqb, and everyone under there. I think they have I think you guys have a Facebook page too.
Yeah,
yeah,
Yep.
we've got
Yep.
Facebook, YouTube, Instagram. It's all Demonz Spedqb. So
Only
Have a
fans.
look.
Give them a like, give them a follow. You know, all that jazz. And also, as usual, don't forget to, if you're not following Zoggy, follow Zoggy. Do it. This is how you get your pillar to pillar. This is where you get your pillar to pillar.
We're like 9 days off me shaving my head too. So I'll throw up link again for anyone that wants to donate. Please donate.
Probably find
It's
it
for a
there.
good cause for cancer. So yeah,
Keep
9
him talking.
days.
Keep him talking.
be cool.
Keep him talking for his. I'll find the link.
Yeah.
We've got to get this PQB calendar going as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's do the Speedqb
Yeah.
calendar.
Oh, there it is. Found the
Not
link.
keen to do that for charity as well.
Yeah.
I mean, we could do one player from each pro team and then two like full team shots of just something. I don't know.
Just everyone standing around, no clothes on, just blasters over junk.
Yeah.
Oh, you can't see
Oh
the
my
chest.
lord!
Yeah, you can't see the
Not to say
full
it's
extent
sitting-
of that.
You could probably pick your phone up, Davey, and show everyone.
So I've just posted the link into the chat. Please donate to the very good cause that it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. And yeah, as always, don't forget, follow the fucker. Follow him on his Insta as well. This is how you get up to date with Pillar to Pillar. This
Yeah.
way you know when Pillar to Pillar is starting. We should probably. Do we want to announce the next guest early or nah?
Oh, we could
We've
announce it.
we've already locked in our next guest.
Yeah.
A whole
So
2
next-
weeks early.
We're getting on top of this, guys. So next week we'll have Tyson from Legion getting a international. So that'll
yeah.
be fun. We got to do a bit of
do.
research for it.
I mean, you do. I have links to send you, boy.
Dodo's religiously watched the documentary. He's filled up.
Mate, I've had to watch the documentary every comp thanks to Rock.
That doesn't surprise me at all.
Rock has made me watch that thing so many times now, and I've already watched it beforehand, but now he's making me watch it more. Fucking Jesus Christ.
Alright, guys. Anyway, be sure to check into Hardcore next week at 7 p.m. And Pillar to Pillar next week. I'll get back to you on the time on that one once I sort that out. Thanks for watching, and we will catch you all again next week.
Peace.
Keep safe.